Okay, so out and about again, minus the beard. I think we got plus degrees here in Finland. In what are we in now? The second week of January. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. What I am here to talk about is well, the issue of stealing and whether stealing is moral or immoral. So what I'm going to do with this video is do something sort of new. I'm just going to ask questions, a long sequence of questions, and you can answer them and tell me what you think in the comments. Okay, so the first one then is how do you define what stealing is? How would you define stealing? Tell me. My definition of stealing would be taking something from somebody else that doesn't belong to you. So you can tell me now in the comments whether you believe that my definition of stealing, tell me whether you think it's right or wrong. Stealing is taking something that doesn't belong to you. So let's dig into this then. What belongs to you? I guess we're into the issue of ownership, isn't it? You know, so let's think about money. What money belongs to you? I guess it would be, for me, my answer to that question would be money that you yourself has earned. And you earn money by helping people in the free market. So tell me about the morality of earning money in this way, right? So imagine that there's a Sicilian gangster, and he's gone to a hotel owner in Taormina, and he said, the gangster said, he's used extortion and coercion to get the hotel owner to buy the gangster's protection, and the gangsters arbitrarily decided a price, you know, because that's what people who use coercion and extortion do. They don't negotiate prices, do they? They just tell you this is what you owe us, and you better pay up or else. So, you know, maybe in this case the gangster said to the hotelier, if you don't pay up, we're going to go and abduct members. You're going to abduct some of your family members and hold them hostage. You know, put them in a dark room with just a bed or something. Maybe feed them some food until you pay up. My question to my audience is, would that be an honest way, a moral way of earning money? Tell me in the comments. Another example, tell me whether you think this is moral or not. A group of people decide that you owe them money for providing what they call services. You know, maybe like indoctrinating your kids or forcing you to take substances that are harmful to your health. And, you know, they say to you, if you don't buy our education and healthcare and don't take part in our community, what we're going to do, is some boys wearing black, they're going to come round to your house late at night, and they're going to take you away in a van, and they're going to go and lock you up in a room with just a bed, and maybe feed you with some slop, and you'll stay there until you agree to comply and pay us the sum that we've told you that you owe us. Remember, again, there's no negotiation here because we're dealing with gangsters, aren't we? And gangsters, when they're using extortion, I'm climbing over actually a tree that's fallen. It's been a big wind. They use extortion, so they just say, well, you owe us this. It's not like, oh, could we, not like a true free market thing where you can, you know, haggle or anything, you know. So is that moral? Is that moral? Tell me in the comments. Okay, one more hypothetical scenario. Let's imagine that Klaus's Great Reset is defeated. And we've got a new society that's been formed, a new community of people, and we've got a government and everything. And the government basically, it says to the people, you're going to be forced to contribute financially to this society, whether you like it or not. And if you don't contribute, if you refuse to pay us the money that we tell you that you owe us, then what we're going to do is turn up at your house, use physical force if necessary, and take you away and lock you up, and you'll be there until you pay. Or even if you do pay, if you didn't pay us fast enough, we might keep you there for a few years. You know, because that's what gangsters do, isn't it? They like to set precedents. You know, look how we, I'm going to swear here. Well, I'm not going to swear. Look how we messed this other person up. Look how we messed this person up. They didn't comply with our wishes, did they? They didn't comply with our demands. They tried to say boo to our coercion. They tried to reject our extortion. So we need to send a very powerful message out to other people who might be tempted to do the same. So yeah, maybe we will lock them up for a few years, even if they do eventually pay. So my question to you is it moral? Is it moral to use force? Is it moral to use coercion? Is it moral to try to extort money out of people using violence, the threat of violence, or the threat of being abducted? Is that moral? Do tell me in the comments. And also, you can tell me whether you think that stealing is moral or not. And stealing is taking something from somebody else that doesn't belong to you. The other thing that I would say that many of you seem to be confused about is there's a distinction between something that's legal and something that's moral. The two don't go hand in hand. All the human rights abuses that were done by the National Socialist Workers' Party of Germany in the 1930s, they were all legal because the tiny moustache man made sure he passed all the laws needed to undertake his human rights abuses before he did them. So it was all legal, you see. So that's all I want to say today. So God bless.